treasure hunters. So welcome to a very special treasure hunting. We're here with Victorian Tymes. This is Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
Danielle and little Dan. So these are my favourite estate sale people. They run really great sales in San Diego. They're always super friendly, super nice, and they price really well, and they have so much cool treasure. So we're sitting in front of a plane, bits of a plane, and wine boxes. That's not a good combination. We've got wine and planes.
I guess not.
So, I wanted to ask you guys, how long have you been doing this? How did you get into estate sales and selling estate sales?
I was kind of forced into it. I had several relatives that needed to have estate sales, and I felt I could do it, and I did it. But to be on a professional level, it's been the last several years now. From me and my husband, and then we've recently brought my daughter and her husband and our little grandbaby into the...
It's a complete family business. I've seen this little boy growing. When I think the first sale I went to...
I think he was like 4 months old the first time we met you.
Tiny baby. And he's just and we just saw him walking. So
I know.
He keeps growing. So you say you were forced into it. So your family were estate sale people as well? Or
no,
pickers,
my family... Pickers, yes. My mother is in a... She's in the Hall of Fame for a picker.
Oh, wow.
I remember when I was really little, before it was even popular to...
There's a plane.
There's not this plane.
Yeah, it's not that... I don't know if that plane's going to fly soon.
I know.
We could try.
That would be trust it.
I'm sorry.
I would say my mother, I learned at my mother's knee. She was a professional one before this was a popular thing to do, you might say. But then there was a need in my own family to have estate sales because I had several relatives that had passed away and all. Yeah. So I took care of that, and one thing led to another, and here we are today.
Isn't that how everyone starts and looking around their own things, or they're forced into doing it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So how long does it take to prepare a sale usually? What's the preparation
there's what it should be and what this has been, what this sale has been. But
I've told everybody, and it's true, this is the largest one, hands down, that I have ever done. In fact, I started out with 11 vehicles.
Oh,
I mean, sometimes you might have one vehicle, maybe, but we have 11. But
and a plane.
And a plane. Yeah. I know. It's great. Wind sails, everything.
Land sailors and hang gliding. And there's a
lot. On a normal basis, the four of us can process a house in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
An average normal sale. This one we've been working on for a month, and even yet we didn't get everything priced. We're just going to have to do it, just shout out some prices
so please
on some
be
things.
Understanding.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a crazy sale.
It is. It's humongous. This man was definitely a hoarder. But he was a plumber, a pilot, electrician, a contractor, a welder. Plus,
he was a project guy.
His wife, who had passed away, she had saved everything. So the house is loaded. All 3 sections of the yard is loaded with an unending variety. Everything from sports to vehicle to vintage linens to jewelry.
I love the Harley Davidson stuff. That was just amazing.
Beautiful.
There's a cabinet with Harley Davidson on, and it's just
everything.
I love that. There's so many cool things. So we'll look around the house shortly, and we'll take a good look at everything because you're doing it for 4 days. Then
normally it's 3, but this time I hope 4 is enough. I really do, because we have major pieces of tools, like a huge lathe and drill press and a welder's table and several drill presses, actually. The man really had quality tools.
Full of tools, every single drawer.
There's a lot of tool hunters out.
A lot of tool hunting on this one. And then, I guess one of his wives at the time was baking, so there's a whole closet full of baking pans.
Really nice professional
really nice stuff. It's just the volume of stuff on this sale. So there is something for everyone here.
Honestly, there really is something for everyone, I have to say. Even baby, right down to baby stuff. It's everything. Yeah.
Do you hear that? Baby stuff.
He's like, I got my finger. I'm
unimpressed.
Yeah, not impressed. He's just having a good time. So,
this is all news to him.
So how do you how do you go about preparing? Where do you start with this?
Well, it is challenging in a normal sale. This is not normal. I usually start in the kitchen, and usually my daughter starts pulling everything out of the cabinets. We put them in orders, glassware, if it's, a lot of times they're immaculate to start with. A lot of times they need a lot of cleaning, so it depends. usually I start there, and I send the guys out into the garage, and they start there. And we have to have a plan, where we're going to put our tables, so we have a flow of traffic going through.
Yeah.
And then we bring all the display material, all the tables and lifters for the plates, and we put white sheets down so everything shows very well.
I know your sales always look great. They look so
we try.
nice.
We try. It has to be organized. You have to be able to know, well, this is where all the sewing stuff is. This is where all the glassware is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to group it so it's all like...
Yeah, and then we plan where our checkout table will be, where's the best... We only allow one entrance and one exit.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to plan all those things ahead of time, kind of like lay it all out.
Yeah.
And then you start actually looking at the items and researching, and that takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that. Like, how do you know everything? Because I feel like every
you don't.
person
We
has
have
a
high
category.
data plans on our cell phones.
Oh,
so we can,
yeah. Just
we do a lot of research. Like we do. Me and my husband, I tend to be on the phone a lot. We're going around taking pictures of stuff and like then looking it up at home or while we're there. And then you have Kirsten, who's amazing.
I have a professional appraiser, and when I get all done, or I'm about 90% done, she comes out and gives it all a look over, and she'll say, "Oh, you're too low, you're too high." She'll research things on her tablet. And
yeah,
she's a top eBay seller, and she knows everything.
She knows what she's doing.
Because most of us, like, I know linens, I know
Yeah.
jewelry, I know furniture pretty well, but I don't know art as well, and there's certain automotive things, I don't know those.
Yeah.
She seems to know everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Or at least can
That's
point us
great.
in the direction of finding
Knows how to
everything.
look for
Yeah.
them.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite thing? What do you love selling?
I love the vintage linens. That's
Yeah.
just me. I'm just drawn to them. As I go through each one, I want to buy each one myself. I just think
Oh.
they're beautiful.
That's always tempting, isn't it? And you want to keep everything.
Oh yeah, it is. It really is. We have to really control ourselves from not wanting to buy stuff ourselves. But
we usually have a list of stuff at the end of the sale. Okay, if it hasn't sold.
Oh.
And so whenever people come through with the item that I was hoping that maybe stayed, I'm like, oh no, but
I see this all the time. People are like, "Well, I bought these toys and I want to sell them, but my kids saw them." And it's so tempting.
Yeah, it is.
So do you sell online as well?
I actually have 2 online stores that I've had for a while on Etsy, because I
Cool.
refurbish and restyle furniture and do the shabby chic style, and then I sell some vintage
You're a
clothes
busy
and jewelry.
lady.
she's nonstop.
Yeah.
Ah.
And then she has a mid-century modern store on Etsy as
I
well.
try to specialize in specifically mid-century, but when I find cool stuff, like we were at the swap meet a couple months ago, and I found like this amazing Art Deco 1930s like rust patina cabinet with the lines,
Metal
and
cabinet.
I can't resist something like that. So yeah, I'll go outside of the mid-century, but that's definitely what we try to specialize in.
So you collect things to?
Mhm.
Do you collect them for yourself or just for selling? Just for resale?
a little bit of both. There's definitely sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I should have not sold that because I really like that, but it's a matter of space. If you saw like our bedroom, it's half, our bed and the baby stuff, and then in the corner taking up a big area is a pile of items we like to sell.
I saw a lady at an estate sale, and she was starting a company renting out furniture for weddings. And she said she can get like $3,000 for a couch for a wedding just for like 1 week.
Yes,
wow,
I know. You'd be
that's
surprised.
So she was starting at estate sale. It was her first estate sale, and she said, "I'm starting to buy furniture from estate sales." And she said, "I need it for my wedding, but I want to start renting it for my wedding."
Right.
That's kind of what she did too when I got married, because we did the wedding in the backyard, and
And we just dragged out all my shabby chic furniture and chandeliers.
She went to the swap meet
tents.
and found all our, there was a catering business going out of sale, and got all of the plates and everything,
Champagne flutes.
and then she rented them out for another person's wedding because it was
how awesome is
I
that?
started renting them out. So yeah, you'd be
So
surprised.
wedding rentals, that's a big thing. I didn't know
huge.
about that.
Yeah,
That's
huge.
so cool. So let me see, was there anything else that I really wanted to ask you? I think really the last thing before we go and look around is just, have you got any tips for treasure hunting?
I have one major one, and I don't know if people realize it. Don't think because you didn't make it the first day, there's nothing left. This is not true. I'm shocked at the beautiful, well-priced things we
Hold on,
have.
we have a plane. I think it's
I think we're right by there.
we are right by the
Yeah.
It's a great. I can see the sea from here.
Yeah, you can see
it's
the
a
bay.
good
Right at the top of the hill,
location.
you can see the ocean.
Nice and clean,
right.
There's a lot of things that are really well priced and they're antiques and they don't go the first day. I'm like shocked. So don't think I missed the first day, it's all gone. It's not. And especially at this sale, we'll have
You have things left on
because
the
so much
third
is
day.
hidden. We have to pull it out even for people to see it because it's just so much jammed in here.
You know, I think there's two strategies for shopping. It's like you go on the first day and be bright and early and grab the really cool bargains that you really want, and then you come back on the third day and
then you're shocked how much is there.
Yeah.
You know, and we really, really, really try to price things well so that they really are affordable. We know we have a lot of dealers that come. We know they make their money by resale.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we try to keep it in a good level for them.
I think too, we went to one estate sale like that was down the street from our house a while ago, and they had signs all over about like, please be nice to us and like things like that. Like, you know, if you're not nice, we're gonna kick you out. And I was like, well, that's extreme, but I guess like we've seen it. People do get a little, especially that first morning, like getting in line and they're like yelling out, like, is there this and this? And honestly, like it is. It's all about, please don't check this.
We don't want to strangle baby on the show.
You know, it really is like, we love it. Like, you know, we've gotten to know you over our sales. We're like, oh, our booklet, you know, like we know we get to know, when we get to know our clients, like that makes all the difference because we'll look out for you guys.
Yeah.
And if we see specialties, we like specifically like, okay, we know this person, we got to do that for them. And, you know, we try to really, you know, so get to know us a little bit, you know, and it really is, you know, it's like, be nice about it,
but
and we'll try to help you out. It can get crazy.
Aggressive as
so
well.
please be cautious and like
be nice to the estate people.
We don't want anybody to
be
get
kind
hurt.
to the estate people.
This is actually a little bit of a dangerous sale only because there is so many large items.
Yes.
And there's so many crazy steps, so we just want we don't want anybody to fall and get hurt or anything like that.
So come to this awesome estate sale in San Diego, but don't fall over stuff and be nice because these are super nice people. All right, let's
help you out if you help us,
and they'll help you out. They've always helped me out. They're very nice people. Okay. So we'll go and we'll look around this crazy sale and see some of the awesome treasures that are around. All right. All right, so we're starting in the living room of this set. Wow, look at these collectibles and jewelry in here.
Yeah, I love the little old vintage purses over there. Those I think are so
This is
cute.
Whiting and Davis. This is the old beaded purse.
These are really beautiful.
Yeah, they're really, really pretty.
Wow.
They're in their original boxes, too, and these are the old-fashioned collars, you know, that women wore. This actually dates back to Civil War.
Oh, you know, I've got some of those, and I didn't know what those were.
Let me put this on.
Oh,
I'll show you
a
a model.
collar. Oh, how beautiful.
Model.
Wow, that's so fetching. I love
It isn't
that.
fetching. And look at these long gloves.
Oh, these gloves are great.
Oh, so there's so many collectibles here. And
Yes, these are long lace gloves, silky lace. Just need to be washed. They'll come right up.
Gosh. Do you have any tips for washing lace or cleaning lace? Any?
I am the vintage
Yes.
washer, and I get stains out of
She got grass stains out of my wedding dress.
I can get rust out of a wedding dress. I wash all wedding dresses, even modern. They actually are made to be washed. Wow. Would you believe it? I wash them in the tub. I do a mixture of a product called Advantage, a little bit of OxyClean, and bleach.
Oh, okay.
I put the vintage linens in there, let them soak really good overnight. Maybe not all the stains look like they're out, but you must rinse them at least 3 times. That's the secret. If you leave any soap in a vintage item, it'll brown up again. Oh. So make sure it's thoroughly rinsed. Take a big old sheet, lay it out in your yard in the direct sun, lay all your items on the sheet, and let the sun do the rest, and I get everything out.
That's a great tip.
Rust, anything.
That is a really awesome tip.
She's very good at getting stains
out
on the white stuff.
Stuff people are ready to throw in the trash. I can always get it out. So.
Wow. Cool. We've already got one tip and we've barely started moving. So.
Well, excuse the playpen. But...
Oh, no, the playpen's not for sale. That's Dan's. He needs that.
Well, this is my favorite area is always the kitchen, especially when I come across like Pyrex. I love the mixing bowls. We got some really cute like Pyrex stuff.
There's a lot of Pyrex junkies out there.
Oh yeah, I love the.
You know what's crazy? I had this Pyrex drama on Facebook. There's like a Facebook group about Pyrex, and apparently it's like one of the highest drama places.
It is. On my Etsy store. On my Etsy store, the most viewed stuff I get is Pyrex. That's a huge collector's. So we got Pyrex, and we got a lot of. like we said, he had a couple wives, so he's got a lot of kitchen stuff and all the baking stuff. You can see there's like some of these boxes
just for cake decorating.
If you look in the closet, you see all the pans just lined up on top of each other.
Oh my gosh!
Oops. Yeah. Oh, you know what we have up here? And you'll never see one anywhere else. A Flowbee.
Oh, so what's a Flowbee? Tell me about a Flowbee.
Back in the 70s, it became very popular to do home hair cutting, but it's attached to a vacuum cleaner. So as you're taking your kid's hair off, it's sucked into the vacuum cleaner. I've never run across one in its original box.
Oh my gosh.
That's a Flowbee.
Oh, I want it. That's so cool.
It was sort of a joke. They'd even talk about it on Saturday Night Live about the Flowbee.
Really?
But the fact of the matter is, there's a new one in
There's
the
a
box.
Flowbee. Wild.
This place is
brand new.
I love these. We pulled these out of the attic just recently. The vintage skim board and
These are
surfboard,
just incredible. I picture the Beach Boys just
yeah.
singing
It's
and
very
chilling
nice.
on
They're
those.
both from the 60s. So we got, we got all the stuff. If you like canisters, we still have a whole nother box that are
oh
unopened,
my gosh!
those, like,
Look
with
at
the
all
lids.
the glass
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got a lot of that.
Wow.
So too much. Yeah.
Oh, these are very interesting. These are the old telephone pole insulators.
I just love the color.
And
I
they're in
know. Aren't these
beautiful
beautiful?
colors, like the cobalt blue
We've seen
and the
people take them and
turquoise.
turn them into like hanging lamps.
Yeah,
and
they sell
stuff.
these on
They'd be
Etsy. So
like,
we have 2 crates of them and the original light bulbs for some of them.
Wow. So
that's a good deal.
yeah, there's so many things that
You got-
people who are into craft can find.
Leather jacket.
Cool jacket.
This is Harley.
Oh, look at that. So there's a lot of Harley Davidson
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Yes.
Lots
yeah, we got
of
stuff
Harley.
in here too. Some stuff, some more leather Harley motorcycle
Wow,
stuff.
he was
so.
a serious biker.
Except that there's no bike. The bike is gone.
Oh, so there's no bike,
Saddlebags.
but everything but the bike.
That's the one thing the family did.
Wow.
Saddlebags.
I love these boots.
I know,
These are
it's
my
the little,
favorite.
It's
Oh
the
my
little
gosh.
charms on them, I think, that add
Oh.
to it, and the little metal tips.
My mum was a Harley Davidson lady.
Oh.
She rode a Harley and she
And
loved
behind
it.
you is an authentic Harley vest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and wow, it's still got the
I
tags.
know.
Paperwork, yeah.
Gosh. Wow.
But then he had some really cool vintage clothing, like the old Letterman jacket, like this one swim team jacket.
Oh, I see.
You gotta show her this suit. There's a couple suits in here. I'm just absolutely
So
dying
many things
over.
in here.
I love this.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Look
a
at the
natty
ins-
suit.
I know. Look at the inside.
Oh,
I love
that's
stuff like
a
this.
Great pattern.
He has his airline. He works for American Airlines. And there's I think one of them. One of them, yeah. One of them has the name tag still on it with the American Airlines.
This one here.
How?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's look at. Oh, how cool is that? It's
Yeah.
got a genuine American Airlines badge on.
This is all vintage clothes, and this
This is just
pilot's flight
amazing.
suit with all the oxygen valve.
They could
tubes
feel
going
them in there.
through.
And if you look, there's all the information is up on the tag up there. You could see it was 1961. The
Wow.
size.
So
I found
you
the
could
company
live
and
in
everything.
the suit. It's got your
I-
oxygen.
there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Waste disposal, everything.
Yeah.
is
Oh,
in that. Yeah.
waste disposal.
Well,
wow.
yeah.
Here and then if
Wow.
you come, we got all the old
Peek in the
like
bathroom.
car uniform
So
stuff
many things.
hanging up here.
Oh, and cool hats.
Yeah.
It's our bathroom and
Wow.
box room.
Oh, another flight suit. They're
No,
red.
no, this
oh
is
no,
a
this
ski
is
suit for a woman,
oh a ski suit. I
but it's
see
vintage.
that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But and then there's the linen room, Mom's favorite.
This is awesome. These are all the beautiful linens. I love this cabinet. This cabinet is
So next to the
stunning.
Harley Davidson cabinet, we have these beautiful embroidered vintage linens, which doesn't make any sense, I know, but we have no choice.
It kind of works.
The
yeah.
old-fashioned aprons.
Oh, that's lovely.
Very
That's-
Lucille
it's very-
Ball.
Yes.
Look at this
very
one.
60s.
It's very all, embroidered and
That's
crocheted and
gorgeous.
I love the little crochets and those little aprons.
Oh, the
are just
baby
so
things.
cute.
Oh
I know.
my
Look at this
gosh.
baby book we found in the attic. I love it. I was
Oh.
reading it the other day. It was cracking me up. This stuff was like really, and I was like, okay, yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Is it like you sort of spank your baby, put it to bed, and leave it?
this is a bedspread. It's gorgeous.
Oh, that's
And a big Afghan and then these little coverlets. But these are all hand embroidered. I mean, they did
And
a
more
they're so
clothes.
pretty.
and
Wow,
more clothes.
so many clothes. So many clothes.
Vintage sheets, Afghans, tablecloths.
Wow.
Some of them brand new in the package.
You've worked
You just
really
put away
hard.
some-
More Harleys.
Really
We have a
hard.
Harley
A lot of
Davidson
sewing
foam in here.
supplies.
Oh, I
too.
love buttons.
Yeah, this is
Buttons
a
are
really.
always
I
fun.
got a couple of nice button jars.
Yeah.
We definitely have some random things in the office. Like we have some cool like old vintage books that we found. Like this was to make a diving weight mold.
Show her
Then we got the Harley.
motorcycle.
Yeah, that's a phone over there.
Oh, those are so fun. Those old
there you go.
phones.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the phone.
I love the Harley.
And then I
phone.
love this. We found this in the attic. They were wrapped up.
Propellers.
Beautiful propellers.
Wow, so you got the wings outside, you got the propellers
yeah.
here. There's a flying machine ready
There's
to
more,
be made.
yeah,
here.
it's more than one. That's what's.
And of course, this is the coup de grace, the 1974 Levi's corduroy
look
bell
at
bottoms.
these.
New, never worn.
New vintage.
They say on there,
Levi's.
1974.
Wow, are they super skinny? I bet they're skinny. Aren't
Probably.
They? Yeah.
But they flare.
Wow. Well,
Then they go into the flare.
Yeah,
so.
they flare at the wrong place for
Yeah,
me, though.
exactly.
I don't know.
Roller skates.
Wait, is that a
And
Bruce Lee
skateboards.
skateboard?
Yes, it is.
It's an
Oh
authentic.
my
It's
gosh.
authentic Bruce Lee
That's
skate.
awesome.
Don't pull her hair.
Wow. Oh, you can pull my
This is
hair.
a neat shelf too, I think.
Yeah, it was made for like a bar stool, you know, like it would.
Look at all these cool-
All
there's
the helmet,
oil
the oil can
cans.
collection. Yeah.
And helmet. Wow, these old helmets are pretty cool.
Yeah.
They really are.
So you said there was a Vespa and there were
That's
Yeah, the Vespa was gone. It was pretty. It had been in a crash, unfortunately.
Oh,
but
well-
it was new. If it was like an old one, I know because we got a couple of scooter guys.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow, a scooter
yeah.
guy.
yeah, we have everybody.
That-
We know our people.
That's what you need, though. You
We have
need
some
a good
do, yeah.
network.
really amazing.
Look at these cool machines.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's. I mean, there was a shop press too, and that was taken out amazingly because it was 1,000 pounds.
This one's 1,000.
And this one's
too.
like 1,000
This one's
pounds,
going
too.
out today. So people who buy the later, the big things, they have to be prepared
Yeah.
to haul it out of there.
Yeah, that's the other tip. Please bring people to either like if you're gonna get a big item to like deliver it or like carry it because sometimes we are so busy we want to help but we can't always
Yeah.
help. We don't
Yeah.
have sometimes we just don't have the time to do it. But
You got
We
to bring your
try, we
crew.
try,
Bring
but
your
yeah.
crew along.
Bring your muscle.
but we have I love this welding table is just so gorgeous like
Wow.
and it has all the
These
welding
are
equipment on
lovely
it.
old things.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
tons of helmets. Look at this. I love this. This old check writing machine is pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a check
It was
writing machine.
yeah, you would stick the check underneath it and the numbers like you put the numbers in that you want and you would stamp the check.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
How cool.
Now you would never think it.
This is just
This
crazy.
yeah, the lathe and another drill
I
press.
feel like you could manufacture some awesome
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
I bet you don't know what this is.
I don't know, some crazy
It's a
telescope.
very, very important valve for a yacht. It
Oh.
sells between $500 and $600. Wow! And he has one. He just added a pipe to it. We're selling it for $200.
So
But
how
I
did
never
you
would
find
have known.
out?
Somebody showed it to me. I have experts that come through and they go.
That's the other thing too. We
That's a
love
very
it. We
important
love it
part.
when our like regular customers and stuff too, because we've had people who've been able to tell us stuff that we wouldn't know, and that makes that's a big help to us.
Yeah.
Because we do specialize in certain things, but like that we would have never ever known what in the world that was. Like
And-
I don't know boats.
It's so easy to overlook things.
It
and just
is.
Be like,
It
oh,
is.
It's just a
and,
widget.
yeah, and I know this is going to be
This is a sander. Put your hands in. You know,
Oh.
it's a certain kind of sander.
It's very steampunk. This. It's very.
yeah.
Yeah.
Industrial,
This is-
very industrial.
I think this is very industrial. I love this. It's just
Oh.
filled with all kinds of hardware.
Oh, can you imagine this in your garage?
We're going to sell it as a
Wow.
unit.
We had to take off all the doors because there was so much. We took off all the doors on the top and the bottom here.
He
Just
has
because-
manuals for old Volkswagens and Datsuns and
Some of these
You-
manuals do really well, actually.
Oh,
They
Some
do.
Of them
Oh,
sell
yeah.
very well.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And then of course all these are full of tools, like every
Yeah,
single.
all
And then he's got
craftsmen.
tons of little toolboxes, gorgeous little toolboxes too. So I mean, there is just
There is everything for a handy person.
especially
here.
if you're a plumber, a welder, an electrician, a mechanic. That, as far as the tools are concerned, those are the categories. Or a fisherman. These are for
Oh, I
spear
see
fishing.
that. Spearfishing.
Really cool vintage fishing poles, like a fly.
Oh, I
fishing
love
pole and
this.
stuff.
This is
Yeah, the welder's apron.
Oh, the welder's
Oh.
apron, yeah.
so cool.
And then you come out into the craziness.
Oh, and there's a cool bike.
We have a bike.
Yeah, there is a bike.
Two bikes.
Yeah.
And then we
And
have
trailers.
a trailer on top,
top
of
of the
another
trailer.
trailer.
Yo,
It's a
dog, I
snowbird
heard you
on
like
the top.
trailers. I put a trailer
Yeah.
on your trailer.
I know. He doesn't know.
Then we got all these cool look at this old weight roller it's this crazy beautiful
Wow.
If somebody's an industrial fan this is
Yeah. This takes tires off and on their rims.
Oh,
and it works
that's
great
what it,
still.
Wow.
It works great still. So we have a lot of
So
industrial
many
parts,
things.
cabinets.
I don't know if you
rolling.
could ship this off eBay. That might be
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
bit
that would
tricky.
be a
But
problem.
That's the other thing people gotta be careful when they buy. You always look for stuff that's semi-easy to ship.
yeah.
Lots of tires. A lot of people buy old metal file cabinets and they paint them.
Oh,
That's a
yeah, it's
popular
ready for
trend now.
refurbishing
So
right
they're only
there.
$10 and $5.
I can see that.
they're cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got
Mechanics tab.
we got more lists. We got we had a
That's a
couple of these
2-ton
things.
hoist.
That's beautiful. I love the ironwork on this.
Yeah.
This one is fabulous. You
We've
can-
been using it to move stuff.
Oh,
And then
that's what
see,
it is.
it's hydraulic.
Yeah.
This thing, it may be rusty, but it works perfect. And when you need something to lift,
That's,
we hate to see it go, actually, because
Then we got
It's been
this.
useful.
It'd be kind of hard to get in, but this rider truck is full of like tires, more tires, and some
Tires,
other like
dune
random
buggies,
little equipment.
Canes,
Yeah, like
motorcycles.
off-terrain tires in good condition.
you can take
So are there
Yeah,
tire
you can
buyers?
go- I
Is-
think it's open if you go
wow.
around.
Oh, we can peek in.
Yeah.
Oh.
This will be open for
Oh,
people that
cool
just
chairs.
be careful.
You know, wow, someone will want those chairs. That's a great
Oh
deal.
yeah.
Wow.
There's some more sailing,
See all the tires
sails
back
and
there.
stuff.
a lot of boating, rope for boating. It's a tile cutter in here, a vintage motor.
Oh my gosh, my little boy, you'd never get him out of there. He loves tires. He's wheels
Oh,
and
well, this
cars.
is the place for
Wow.
And in here, this is pretty incredible.
I think he was in Radiator Springs if you
Yes.
A lot of vintage Volkswagen, like all the
Oh.
seats for Volkswagens.
Oh,
More seats. There's the
That's a
steering
cool
wheels.
seat, actually. I could see like suspending that and having a cool seat,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
chilling.
Yeah.
This is
There's a
definitely
jack.
if somebody's
Even
creative.
old coffee tins.
This
So
is
cool.
like definitely somebody who's like can make stuff. Like this is the place to come and like put stuff together because there's so much options.
Well,
It
he
really
was,
is.
he was a plumber, so we have like thermostats, brand new Honeywell
Oh wow, that's
thermostats.
new.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're new. We have a lot and all these things, and 2 old vintage lockers.
I love these lockers.
And
So
they're
do you
filled-
ever sell like new things? Do you sell them on Amazon or eBay or anything like that, or do you just save
We
them all
haven't
for
done
the
Amazon,
sale?
sale.
but we try to we're try to get as much done at the sale. We do use Craigslist.
Yeah.
Obviously, we were talking about that because we have so much volume. We sold like some of the cars. Oh, there's the vintage.
Volkswagen windows,
Oh.
and we have the other windows for other parts. You know, the back window, the front windshield, all vintage Volkswagen.
I have used eBay in the past for like not this stuff, but I think this is definitely this is definitely the place to find it because we did find stuff that is like we have a heater, like a house heater that was never
furnace.
used,
Yeah.
like a
Brand new
furnace.
furnace.
There's definitely the opportunity for people to come and find stuff to do that, and
Yeah.
like the turnaround, it's
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, we see that just in our Etsy stores and things we find. So
Go ahead.
as I was trying to price,
So it's this is the part that scares me. It's a little dangerous. We have
Oh, yeah.
toolboxes and then a whole tool cab.
So many things.
Lots of hitches, lots of things to, move stuff with. Like in here, there's a
Oh,
brand
toilet
new,
seats.
brand new toilet.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a toilet right there. Wow.
And we have 2 Kohlers back here that are brand new.
yeah.
then we got the little.
We have a boat.
There's a boat. Wow, you could just
A
like
lot of
travel
boats.
around the world with stuff from
I
here.
know,
I could
yeah.
get back to England. I've got a boat. I've got a plane.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I'm out of here.
Our little vintage life preserver.
This is great. Well, and that's
From
useful. If you're in the
1963.
boat and you're sailing to England, you've got your life
got-
preserver.
there
You're
you go.
sorted.
And if you don't make it, there's a wheelchair. We have sinks.
Oh, I like this guy. This guy's made his own brand on this. His assed out brand. This
Yeah.
is great.
Our pair of
Yeah.
little
Like
things.
these old
Wow.
meat boards, like these were kind of like when these came out. These were like when they first came out, and they were kind of like not really popular and stuff. And so they're like kind of like revolutionary at the time because I think he got involved in a lot of stuff that was like maybe like before its time.
He was a trendsetter.
He was a
Yeah.
little bit of a
And look at
trendsetter,
this.
and, it's like,
A mature
Oh.
fig tree with figs on it.
This is a beautiful fig tree.
It's a beautiful.
I
it is
said if I had a
gorgeous.
truck, I would be taking this fig tree
I
home because
know.
this is a
I love
gorgeous
this.
fig
I
tree.
think he made this. This is a Schwinn brake system, and I think he took because he made skateboards, and I think he
Oh,
made
how
this, and it
cool.
actually breaks. Like I tested it out, and not with a child in my arms now, but I did test that earlier, and it works. It's
He's got his eye on it. He's like,
Yeah, I know.
yes,
He's
give
like,
me a
"Can I
year or
please?"
two.
Yeah.
So here's our plane.
All right, let's check out the plane.
This is like an ultralight trike or something.
Yeah,
it's
it's
called.
a 2-seater. It actually is
look
a
at that
2-seater.
plane.
It's old, but you know.
But wait, there's actually
somebody
a
who wants to
second
tinker
motor.
with it
There's a
can do it.
second motor and extra propellers in there.
There is.
And then we
Oh
also
my
have, we
gosh.
got to pull it out today.
There's
That
the
green,
wheels.
see that green thing? That actually is the wings for this.
In the green
Yeah,
bag.
the green thing. It's humongous. And then there's another, like, we think little plane kind of back there because there's
A
these-
land surfer. I
a
think.
little, yeah.
That's it.
And
And,
then
we have
there's
a
also
diesel
the lens.
generator.
Wow.
We have 2 generators. You know.
There is just everything.
We have extra motors.
And there's all these scooters as well. Look
Yeah.
at all these scooters.
brand new in the box.
Brand new
Boxes are
scooters.
kind of thrashed, but they are, you know, nice
Wow.
ones. So there you have it.
What an amazing sale. I haven't seen a sale like this. This is
We haven't
this is
either.
pretty awesome.
There's another
And
trailer
what a
around
wine
the corner.
bottle. There's another trailer back there.
Yeah, that's the small. That
Let's
one
take
isn't too full, thankfully.
But
Everything's.
But yeah, the trailers are for sale too. So.
oh, and you can even buy the trailers. It's everything and the trailers. Wow. Oh,
Oh,
saws
yeah.
and,
there's some more, like,
tools and.
little pulley things back there that you can see. I mean.
Oh, and there's the umbrella. I
Yeah.
can just use that to get back to England.
There you go. Pull a Mary Poppins.
That's the brief look around. There's
Wow.
so much. If you're going to come, you're going to spend several hours.
Yeah, make time for this sale.
Bring
make,
a lot of money
make
because you're going
time.
to find a lot of stuff you want.
Come,
This
come
is-
on Wednesday and then come back. Is it running till
It's
Saturday?
Wednesday, Saturday,
yeah.
yes.
So come
Yes.
on Wednesday and then come back on
Yeah.
Saturday. And
Any day you come, there'll be plenty to see. Don't worry about it
Wow.
because we
That is-
still have more to pull out. You know, we're still working on it. It's just such a humongous sale.
well, thank you so much for your time. I really, really enjoyed it. Aww. Nice.
My
Aw.
baby has a baby.
She's still
Aw.
not over it.
Come on. Come here.
You never will be. That's lovely. That's so sweet. Aw. Well, thank you so much. Great treasure hunting tips, and come to this awesome, awesome sale. I'll put up your URL so everyone can see it.
Awesome.
It's victoriantimes.com.
Yeah, and it's
spelled
T-Y with a Y.
Tymes.
Yes.
So, all right. Thank you, Danny, Michelle, and little Dan.